So what we're going to cook for you now, Keith, for your lunch is roast chump of lamb, which is basically the whole rump of the lamb. I mean, at home, most people would get it by eating chops from the butchers and then just grill them or pan fry them. But we're going to remove the bone from underneath, so we've got a whole baby joint of lamb. And then we're going to roast it with garlic and thyme, so with just simple mashed potatoes.
Brilliant.
So we've got our potatoes which have been poached. Put them into the robo. Robo them down. And just, to begin with, just the actual potatoes. Put them down so they're nice. You can see.
Yummy, yummy. Perfect mashed potato is one of the most difficult things to find anywhere on a menu, you know.
Some of those simple things a lot of people get wrong. And then we had our butter which has been softened, so there's no loss of heat really. Other than that. Make it nice and smooth.
Is this the same puree that I have with my pig's trotters when I come?
Absolutely.
Oh, right, good.
And then we have the milk.
It's almost like a very thick custard, isn't it?
Mind blowing.
It's also quite tasty.
My memory of Marco is when he puts his fist in and stuffs it in his mouth.
Well, so
he
you
only
should.
used a finger today.
It's fair to point out that those that write to complain about this are only doing it because it's us. I mean, if we were serving it to the human beings out there, we'd all be wearing those little plastic gloves, wouldn't we? Like they do on television cookery programs in one sequence and then forget them for the next. Anton.
So basically what we've got to do is get that large piece of meat off the bone.
Sharp knives and a knowledge of the sort of beast's anatomy are essential skills for a cook, aren't they?
Well, it's understanding where the bones are. As I cut into one. And then what we do is take another knife. Along the like that. Take off the skin.
You mentioned pig's trotter, having eaten that here, Keith, but what else do you like eating when you're at Harvey's?
Oh, the grilled scallops and foie gras is a light little snack which I quite enjoy. Oysters. What else do I eat? I'm a very boring...
Pots of caviar.
Pots of caviar. That's my favourite thing. Pots of caviar and iced vodka sitting on the dustbin, watching Marco up the wall serving about 70 people. That's really good fun. But I'm a very ordinary eater. I mean, just a kilo of truffles and a pig's trotter, and I'm anybody's really, you know.
When you go out to eat, do people sort of bring out the candelabra and try and impress you?
Yes, they do, which is very kind of them and very gracious of them. The biggest difficulty I have is they try to overfeed me. I mean, we don't eat a lot, do we? And they seem anxious to make up for in quantities as an act of generosity, which I can't always cope with. And I remember in a starred Michelin restaurant in France, they kept, after we'd been filming, they kept giving me these wonderful plate after wonderful plate, and I had my barber hanging over the back of my chair, and I was filling up the pockets with truffles and foie gras and stuff like that, and fillets of roach and perch and things. And as we came to the end, I put my coat on, I wanted to blow my nose, pulled my handkerchief out, and the whole lot spewed all over the floor in front of the chef. I felt so awful. I must say, it's really funny being on your programme and not mine. I keep wanting to interfere, and I've been very good.
Let's get the pan out. Beautiful cut of meat there.
That's superb.
I mean,
I've really learned. It's not often I necessarily learn a lot when I visit other people's kitchens, but I'm most impressed with that. I love the way you've boned it out. And it does give you a superb piece of meat. And it's not the most expensive cut in the world either.
Those £2.
Yeah.
How do you like yours cooked?
Pink, please.
Bit of a silly question, but I thought I'd ask. Didn't want you to put it in your pocket. So you can see it's starting to caramelize.
Yes, splendid, splendid.
Stephen, can I have a butter paper, please?
Why on the butter paper, please?
Just protects the meat.
Uh-huh.
Stops it from scorching and drying out. So, in the oven. That's it.
A drop of water, my dear.
So now when the lamb's cooked, we wrap it in cling film and rest it for about 5-10 minutes.
This also preserves any juices that may
It keeps
come
all
out
the
of it.
juices. I mean, when you cook that piece of meat, the meat's still grey there.
Yeah.
But with the cling film, it sucks all the blood from the centre evenly all the way through.
It's quite interesting that people who wonder why they wait a long time in good restaurants, seeing little preparations like this, it should help them to understand that it isn't just ripped out of a deep freeze, thrown into a microwave and tipped onto a plate.
You've run a lot of restaurants in your time, so you're quite sympathetic to all the things that can go wrong.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's the restaurant business and cooking is a pretty expensive sort of disease.
Yeah.
It's a drug. And after about 13 different establishments, I vowed never again. I got this wonderful job on telly, don't have to see customers ever again. What did I do? 5 years later, I opened a pub, which is silly, but on the other hand, it's a nice break from the otherwise sort of semi-globe-trotting, luxurious life that I'm fortunate enough to lead. And when I get back to the pub, it's all very ordinary. If the bass is good, they say nothing. If it isn't very good, they complain like stuck pigs. It's quite reassuring, really.
So now they've rested, we'll just puncture that. Get those juices. Not much, is there?
No, but it's what's left
It's
in
rested. Better on the plate than in the bin.
It is absolutely splendid.
Some more crispy tone. See, the pommes puree really acts as a sauce. It's so wet. Yep.
Feed onto the trough. Thank you. Thank you. Do you know, sometimes if I have a mousseline of potato or a puree potato like this, I could forget the meat even, you know? It's just so good. All it needs, I mean, this is, I know is good because we taste some in the kitchen, but the meat juices around that.
Delicious.
Really good for your tummy, good for your morale. Bits of garlic. Wonderful.
I mean, if you look at various menus all over the country, you sort of see these outrageous combinations. And they just don't work, but people are being clever for the sake of being clever. I mean, lamb, garlic and thyme and rosemary or whatever is a great marriage.
Dame of dawn, isn't
Absolutely.
it? The dawn of man, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pommes puree with meat is delicious.
Yeah. What I've enjoyed particularly about it today, although it's been good fun, and good fun doesn't make any sense unless you learn something. If there's no information in having a good time, it's not worth it. But I've learned two really interesting things. One is how to butcher this piece of meat, which I'd never thought about and never knew how to do. And secondly, the business of wrapping it up in the cling wrap to let it rest and to maximise on the juices from it, which I thank you. In fact, I mean, I'm unashamedly going to put this dish on, or a close approximation of it. You know what I tell people on my programme about this time? I say, oh, and you can taste it and say whatever you like, but if you don't say the right thing, we're going to edit you out. But I'm not faking this at all. I mean, it is absolutely splendid. And so, exquisitely simple. Do you like it? You happy with it? I think we should get rid of the film crew and just let ourselves enjoy ourselves, you know? They're such an intrusion, aren't they, to
I've been doing that for the last 6 weeks.
At the same time next week, there's the first of 2 new cookery programmes, The Real McCoy.